Who is it? Who is it? Who could it be? Welcome to Who Is It Jueves with me, your host, La Maestra Loca. Each and every jueves, you can find me here on my YouTube channel interviewing some of the most inspirational educators I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. And with my Loca Lineup, which is 11 carefully curated questions that I have designed to really get at the depth, the core of this educator, you will be walking away inspired and knowing these teachers on a level that you never thought possible. And who knows, you might even walk away with a few tricks up your sleeve on a FriYay Eve. Let's get to it. Who is it? Who could it be? Who is it? Who is it? Jueves who? Just tell us who. Thanks for being here. Love you, teacher. Hello and welcome back to Who Is It Jueves with La Maestra Loca. I'm so excited you are here. Tonight's guest is truly, outside of my family, probably my favorite human alive. Living, literally, because without this human, I wouldn't be able to do what I do as a mompreneur, as a teacherpreneur, because, I'm missing one of my people on my earrings. Oh, it's okay. ADHD got distracted. Oh my God, who am I missing though? Oh, I'll have to figure it out later. Sorry. Anyways, this person is everything to me because this person takes my brain and all of my neurodivergent, beautiful, hot mess and makes things beautiful for me, articulates things, gives me ideas when I have none, makes me feel good when I'm feeling like trash about myself, builds me up, and is my right-hand lady. Welcome to Tracy. Can you handle it? Oh my God, y'all, you are in the presence of literally a goddess. She's a goddess. She's amazing. And I just am so grateful every day for you, Viviana. For real.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is Viviana. Viviana literally is my right-hand lady. She does runs Familia Loca with me, helps me make things beautiful every month, helps me with resources, gives me great ideas, supports all of our members. And so those of you who were guessing if it, for Who Is It Jueves in my Instagram stories, I'm wondering how quickly you guessed this person. I bet you did it pretty quick because y'all know Vivi pretty well. Okay, Viviana, you are about to undergo. You told me that you haven't seen them yet because you've been busy, but this is called the Loca Lineup. It is 11 questions that are carefully curated to get at the deeper side of you. We're going to learn a little bit more about your teacher identity and your personal identity. And the goal of these interviews are to be 15-ish minutes long. So it's going to be short and sweet so that teachers can you know, in a very short amount of time, learn a lot, get some ideas, and learn about you. Cool?
I'm
Okay.
nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's so good. Okay, here we go. Viviana, question number one. If you could describe yourself as a dessert, what dessert would it be?
A dessert. I love cookies, but I don't know if that's the right dessert. Let me think real quick. No, cookies are good.
I was going to say cookies are really good because for those of you who don't know Viviana, she's an Enneagram 8. She is very I tell you like it is. And she may seem like crusty and hard, but when you get to know her, she's literally so lovely and so warm and so delicious and just nourishes you and makes you so happy. So cookies was the correct answer. You passed. You passed the test. I
That's
totally
good.
knew I did. I actually had no idea how you were going to answer, but that was an excellent one.
And I do, yeah, you're right, because cookies can be hard. Um, and I am a little bit difficult and I embrace it, but I think some people can find when I'm direct, they find it off-putting. And a lot of times I'm direct because that's how I best communicate. And I'm not trying to bash other people and make
No.
them crumble.
No, everything is out of love. Everything you do is with love. And literally sometimes you have to give me tough love and I'm like, "Thank you. You're right." like no, you're amazing. Cookie was the right choice. Well done. Question
Yay.
number two. What is your favorite rejoinder?
My favorite rejoinder. You know, we use que asco, like how gross or gross all the time. But when we lived in Mexico, my word was guacala. And
Wow,
everything was guacala.
so good. There's that children's song on YouTube that's like guacala. Like they go through all the like te gusta. What is it? Is it
I
it's like
don't know this, so I need to find it.
what? Oh my God. Okay, now I have to literally look it up. And it's like te gusta. Okay, I'm gonna have to share my screen and look it up. Let's see. I think it'll still record that, won't it? Let's see.
Maybe.
YouTube. There's a song and it's for kids, but I share it in even when I taught middle school, I used to make kids watch it. Um, and it's hysterical, but littles are absolutely obsessed with it. Okay, here we
That's
go.
really
Here
cool.
goes. Okay, I am going to share screen. Okay, share sound, share screen and sound. Where is my stinking screen? Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Can you see it?
Cox Internet y una
That's-
línea Cox Mobile ilimitada
Wait, Vivi, can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Okay, good. Stupid
por
commercial.
solo $80 al mes. Todo con equipo de
Okay, skip. I can't believe you haven't seen this yet. Love it.
I've never seen it.
You're going to use it with your high school students.
Oh, yes, I will.
I'm so excited.
¿Te gusta el brócoli? Sí me gusta, sí me gusta. ¿Te gusta el helado? Sí me gusta, sí me gusta. ¿Te gusta el helado de brócoli? No me gusta. ¡Guácala!
Isn't that cute?
That is the best thing ever. I love it.
It's so cute, isn't it? And so it goes through all sorts of different food combinations, and the kids like love to sing it. Like pre-K, oh my God. Like, oh my God. This is why they were saying Wakala at home all the time because they love this song. So that's a great one. I love Wakala. Thank you. Great
It's so
answer.
good. And in
Uh,
English, I would go barf, barf, barf.
so,
Just
yeah.
like that. And
Oh,
I get onto
wow.
Chloe, like if we're watching a show and someone kisses someone else, I go, barf, barf, barf. And she's turning 18. It's not a barf thing. I do it just to tease her.
Oh my
But the
God.
husband and I are affectionate towards one another. So affection is normal. And
Does she say barf, barf, barf when you
she says,
and
gross, no. And then she covers her eyes all dramatic.
so great. I love that. I'm totally gonna do that to Isla. Um, I just realized, ding, 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 bonus question.
Oh,
Who are you? I didn't get to ask who you are, where you teach, what you teach. I just
okay.
know you
So
so well, I just
I
went in.
am what I spend what?
I said, I just know you so well, I just went straight into your interview,
Oh,
but you should
yes.
tell us.
Okay, so my name is Viviana Tracy. I am a Spanish teacher, and also this year and last year, I started teaching art. I teach at Doyle High School. It's a small country school, and everyone on campus wears multiple hats. So I was tasked with teaching art. Fine art survey is what is required for students to graduate. Well, no, it's not required. It is one of the arts, and one of the graduation requirements that students can choose, or they can opt to do choir, band, or a visual arts class. And I teach fine arts survey, and it's oh my gosh, there's so much information, and the curriculum is from 1993, so we don't use the curriculum. And then I'm also teaching dual enrollment art through North Shore College, and that has been kind of a learn as you go situation, but I'm able to incorporate a lot of other kinds of, it's not just the history part, like we're doing hands-on stuff. And my principal purchased for me this excellent curriculum that I found on Teachers Pay Teachers, and it's so good. The teacher, I can't think of her name, but the year-long curriculum has lesson plans and it's broken down by day and it has the objectives, it has the standards, and there are videos embedded in the slideshows where
Wow.
the teacher demonstrates. So I'm learning with the students. So it's been really fun. I mean, it's a lot teaching Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 plus the art classes. However, I'm learning with them and it's so good for me because
Yeah.
I like to do all of that. Um,
Yeah.
let's see. I'm a mom of one. Stopped at one, she counts for three. The husband and I have been married for 20 years.
Wow.
Yep. We made 20 years in June,
Wow.
and he's my best friend.
Yeah. You're the best. You're amazing. That
Thank you.
art stuff is crazy. Okay. If you could be instantly fluent in any language, what would it be, Viviana?
Ooh, French. I've wanted to speak French since I was a little kid and I watched well, I probably wasn't that little, but since at least middle school, I watched French Kiss with Meg Ryan and Kevin Kline, and the French was so beautiful and I love it. I took French by correspondence in high school because all my high school offered was Spanish, and that was boring because I know Spanish.
That's amazing. I didn't know that French would be. If Ben ever teaches his class again, I'm gonna pay for a spot for you and we can take it together. That would be so fun.
That would be fun.
Okay, what is one thing that you could never teach without?
I feel like I'm addicted to the projector, like having Google Slides. If I had to go, no, I need my Google Slides because everything goes in there. The objectives, the images of the handouts that they might do, the examples, the student examples. It keeps me organized, and if I put it in there, then I don't forget it. And then it cues my students, and I have student helpers who lead parts of the lesson. So because it doesn't, I have my opening sequence that's just the standard every day. I have been able to step back. This semester with my Spanish 2 students, they are now leading that whole opening sequence for me.
That's
So
because
it's like
it's
the
such a
first,
routine.
it is, routine's important. So the first 15 or 20 minutes of class is completely student led, and it looks really good during observations.
Yeah, it does. Damn right it does. That's so cool. Are you wearing your Familia Loca hoodie?
Yes, I am.
I'm wearing it too. I didn't know that. I guess I did know I got you purple.
Am I
That's
in there? I'm
fun.
disappearing.
No, it's kind of magical because the logo is like flowers.
Well, that's
I
silly,
love it.
but
I love that. Okay, what is a weird food combination that you swear by?
I I don't think it's weird. I like pepper on my cantaloupe and salt on my watermelon. I season my fruit. Is it weird? Oh my gosh, it is weird.
What?
So salt on watermelon, but not table salt. The appropriate salt for the appropriate food experience. On slices of tomatoes, on cucumbers, on watermelon, flaky salt. You can buy salt that's in little pyramids, and it's so delightful. It's very common to see it on fancy baked goods, where if you see something with salted caramel and the salt on top are these little flakes,
Yeah.
they kind of have this delightful crunch,
Yeah, yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
and they're not overly salty. So
And
yes,
on
salt on the
watermelon.
watermelon, and then pepper on cantaloupe. My dad does the pepper on the cantaloupe, and that's how I ate it growing up, and I just like it.
Oh my God, I have to try it. That is crazy.
Oh,
That,
and my grits are Southern.
I love you so much. What does
You
that?
you Midwestern people with your sugar and cream and your grits, that ain't right. That ain't
Oh, you
right.
do cheese or butter or whatever.
Yeah, definitely butter, salt, my eggs. I put my scrambled eggs in there.
Oh no.
Scrambled the bacon.
Oh no, too much texture going on. No, no, no. Oh. Okay, next one. What is one tip that you have for teachers who are new to acquisition-driven instruction, or one tip to teachers who are just new to the profession in general?
Think I want to do both. Okay. New teachers, you need your bookends in place. So your opening needs to be solid, your closing needs to be solid. You need a solid transition, which is what I learned from Annabelle. I was all excited about doing brain breaks early in my career, and they would always go south for me because I didn't know how important it was to teach the transition on how to get them back to being normal humans and students. So every time I had a brain break, my class just derailed in my early years. And of course, I blamed it on the brain breaks. And that wasn't the problem. The problem was me. I didn't have the procedure in place. And if you don't have a procedure, they will make it for you. And they are very creative. Children are creative with their misbehavior. Let's see. For acquisition-driven instruction, everyone says to go slow, and that's smart and correct, but you can't do everything. So choosing just one concept and doing it until you get it right, that is the way to go. Otherwise, it's just too much to juggle. You feel defeated, you feel like a failure. And when you divide your attention in so many different directions, trying to do all of the things, and what I mean by all of the things, all the strategies. So trying to do one-word images, trying to do story listening or story asking, before you have those skills, it's just a hot mess. That's what we say, hot mess. And if you focus on one at a time, you get good at it.
Yeah, and you'll feel
Kind of
more.
like being a new cook and then using all your burners and your oven and the broiler.
Mm-hmm.
It's not wise.
Yeah,
Choose one.
good. It's really good. Will you do a brain break with me?
Yes.
Amazing. What shall we do? I don't know what to do. I keep on thinking that I'm going to prep for these, but it's like literally I need a poster in my office now for ideas for what to do. Okay, let's sit up straight. Squared shoulders.
We're doing a calm one. Are you doing calm because you think I want to be dignified?
No, I'm doing a calm one because I can't think of any.
Let's do the wizard one
Okay,
with sound effects.
wizard.
Wait, are we turning?
Yeah, we will, but I'm showing you first. Do you remember all the
Okay.
pictures?
Yes.
Wizard,
Yes. So wizard,
giant,
giant.
Danny. Yeah, and you have to change your camera because I can't see you. You keep disappearing.
Okay, so how do I change my camera?
Like, can you take off your background just for this one?
Um, where is it?
I don't know.
It's under apps. Virtual background. Am I off?
No, you're still there. I mean, we could try it, but you don't get a cheat. You gotta tell me what you really are.
Did I do it?
Yep.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ah! I win. I squish you. Next one. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Dale.
Bibbidi bobbidi.
Oh, you beat me. Well
I
done.
got you.
Well done. Okay. That was good. You can put your pretty flowers back on. Okay, thank you for doing a brain break with me.
Welcome.
Number 8 for my ocho, for my Viviana, who is an Enneagram 8. What is your favorite activity for acquisition, Viviana?
Favorite activity for acquisition? The reading. Reading's
Reading?
so good. It's
Yeah.
easy, straightforward. And with the right materials, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's so real. Ding, 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 bonus question. What is your favorite novel to read with students?
Well, with level 1, I love the Capybara con Botas, but we just started Agua Toxica, which is the prequel that she wrote before, after, and that I'm having a lot of fun with that one. We're reading it right now. We've had a lot of disruptions to our schedule, so I'm a little bit behind with my ones. And then with my twos, Arroz con Cosas, Rice with Things, that was pure magic. It was so good. We read it last year and the kids had a ton of fun and I really enjoyed it.
And that's
And
Margarita Perez Garcia.
yes,
And the first
lends
one is my
itself so well.
Yeah, so good. Okay, I will link those in the YouTube video if anybody wants to check those two out. The first author is Myra Kenyon, and the second one is Margarita Perez Garcia.
And Myra's her website is so easy to order from. And if you need if you have the tax code, you just put in there. It's great. I would order from her every time. I wish she had everybody's books because her website is very, very user friendly. The teacher's
Awesome.
guides
Love
are
that.
excellent. And Margarita's books, I love how they are formatted
Mhm.
because that has not been my experience with other readers. And I want to be a giant copycat and just do it like the way she did it because it's so good.
Yeah, I love that. Me too. I love her. And I love her. Oh,
Yes.
okay. What is your favorite word in Spanish?
I don't know.
What is your favorite word in English?
I, I don't know that I have a favorite word. I know that words don't bother me. When people say moist, that doesn't bother me. I have kids who say
Okay.
moist, moist, moist. What about it?
Yeah, doesn't bother me either. Okay, well, think about that one. Let that one simmer while I tell you number 10. What is the number that I am thinking of?
5?
No. Do you have a favorite word yet?
No.
That's okay. That's okay. Number 11. Are you ready for number 11? It is
Yes.
the last question. It is the last question of the Loca lineup. Viviana Tracy, what is something that your students will say about you 30 years from now when they think back to you and your class?
I think they'll say I'm nice because I practice really hard to be nice and respectful to them and patient. So that's not one word. Okay.
Okay.
I'm nice.
I love that. Did I say one word?
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
mean to
I
say
think I
one
was
word.
just hung up on my favorite word. Okay, so they would say that I am I am patient and nice.
I love
Um,
that.
they
I love
laugh at me. I do silly things and I see them, they glance and then they kind of chuckle and they don't know if it's okay yet. You know, the ones who are new to me.
I love that. Yeah. And you teach, it's so interesting because you have been a middle school teacher for forever and ever and ever, and you've recently shifted into high school and you're thriving. I think you're also thriving. I think you were thriving at middle. I just don't think you had the right support system as much as you do now in high school. And it makes such a difference to like be thriving under admin who trust you and support you and all the things.
Like school culture is so important with the students.
Yeah.
And it's just very evident the difference in the culture. And I mean, these kids are receptive and respectful. And I've said it over and over again. For the first time in my career, so more than a decade, I get to just teach. I'm not disciplining. That's everything. When
Yeah.
you can walk into your classroom and actually teach your lesson from beginning to end with
Yeah.
the silliness and not just like, when by silly, I mean the disruptive behavior.
Well,
And
and I mean, sometimes you had some instances where they were like literally trying to kill you almost with like you're super allergic to things and they would spray things in your face and stuff, huh?
yes, that happened a lot. The little boys took great delight in seeing which flavor of Axe body spray was going to get me that day. Um,
Oh, that's sweet.
I have uh, I'm not allergic. We can't really say I'm allergic because people have allergic reactions to proteins, and the chemicals don't have proteins.
Hmm.
So, my doctor said it just induces asthma, and that it's a
But it's scary though.
respiratory reaction. It is very scary because my throat closes sometimes depending on what's sprayed, and I will have an asthma attack. I start dry heaving, and then the mucus starts running, and it's not dignified. So we kind of have like a scent-free home.
Yeah, I totally get that. I need to remember to never wear things around you. Viviana, this has gone a little bit over, but I am so grateful for you. And I know the people watching are so grateful to have learned from you. And if you think of your favorite word between now and jueves, I am posting this interview on this Thursday. If you think of a word that you love, let me know because I will put it in the YouTube comments so that people can find out what that word is. Okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
I love you so much. Thank you for joining me for Who is at Jueves
Thank
with
you for having
Maestra
me.
Loca and Vivi. My Vivi. I love you so much.
Lydia, you can trim what you need to trim out of this.
Trim, trim. No, there's no trimming.
There's no
You're
trimming.
authentic. And who has time to edit things? And nobody needs to. Everything you said was gold. Literal gold. That's okay. The thing I'll leave you with again is I've said this in other interviews. It is so freaking, this is one of the most genius things I've ever done, Viviana. I mean, Familia Loca is the number one genius thing, but this is so good because everybody's answers are so wildly different. Like, I've done how many now? This might be number 10, and everybody's interview is wildly different. It's so good. I love it.
I
So,
can't wait to watch them.
yeah. Now you know the questions too.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I love you very much.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.